Welcome to a journey from zero to one, a concept that revolutionizes the way we perceive business and innovation. The idea of zero to one is a brainchild of Peter Thiel and Blake Masters, two individuals who have significantly influenced the entrepreneurial world. Thiel, a renowned venture capitalist, and Masters, his equally talented co-author, have thrown a spotlight on a paradoxical yet intriguing thought: the importance of creating monopolistic businesses for success. At first glance, monopolies may seem counterintuitive, especially when we live in a world that celebrates competition and diversity. But Thiel and Masters challenge us to look beyond this surface-level understanding. They invite us to explore the concept of vertical progress as opposed to horizontal advancements. In a world of 1 to n, where n signifies the replication of ideas and models, the journey from 0 to 1 signifies the creation of something entirely new. It's about paving a path that hasn't been trodden before, about introducing a product or a service that didn't exist until now. It's about going from nothing to something, from 0 to 1. This concept not only revolutionizes our understanding of business growth, but also redefines the roadmap to success. It compels us to question the conventional wisdom that propagates the idea of competition as the key to success and introduces us to a new realm where innovation takes center stage. As we dive deeper, we will uncover why monopolies, often seen in a negative light, could actually be the catalysts for innovation and success. Monopolies have been traditionally associated with negatives, but they might just be the game changers we need. Let's delve into the unconventional wisdom of Peter Thiel, a renowned venture capitalist and author of 0 to 1. Thiel suggests that monopolies, contrary to popular belief, can offer significant benefits and spur innovation. Firstly, monopolies often have a technological edge. They develop and control unique technologies that give them a significant lead over competitors. This edge, which can be as high as 10 times the nearest substitute, creates a protective barrier against competition. This barrier allows monopolies to invest in long-term projects and groundbreaking innovation without the constant threat of being outperformed. Next, let's talk about network effects. This is when a product becomes more valuable as more people use it. Think of social media platforms or messaging apps. The more users they have, the more attractive they become for new users. Monopolies can leverage these network effects to create a virtuous cycle of growth and dominance. And then there's economies of scale. As a company expands its production, its costs per unit decrease. Monopolies, with their large-scale operations, can produce goods or provide services at a lower cost than their competitors. This cost advantage allows them to reinvest their profits into innovation and further growth. But how does this all drive innovation and profitability? Well, with a secure market position, monopolies can afford to focus on long-term growth. They have the resources to invest in research and development and the breathing room to experiment with new ideas without the fear of immediate failure. It's also worth mentioning that monopolies can yield substantial profits. With less competition, they have more control over pricing. They can therefore maintain healthy profit margins, providing a steady stream of resources for further expansion and innovation. So monopolies aren't necessarily the villains we've made them out to be. They can be the heroes of innovation and profitability. To truly embrace the concept of 0 to 1, we must first learn to let go of certain beliefs. Here, we delve into the insights of Peter Thiel, a renowned venture capitalist, who argues that some of our existing beliefs might be the very obstacles preventing us from becoming successful monopolists. One of the most common beliefs Thiel challenges is the idea that competition is always healthy. We've been conditioned to think that competition fosters innovation and drives progress, but Thiel posits a different perspective. According to him, competition can lead to a race to the bottom, where businesses are so consumed with outdoing each other that they lose sight of the bigger picture, the grander vision. Instead, he suggests that monopolies can provide the space needed for genuine innovation. Then there's the belief about market dynamics. The conventional wisdom tells us that being a small fish in a big pond is a safe bet. But Thiel argues that it's far more productive to be a big fish in a small pond, where you can dominate and dictate the market dynamics. It's about creating your own niche, your own space where you are the undisputed leader. And let's not forget the belief about innovation. We often think that innovation is about making incremental improvements, about making something better. But Thiel suggests that real innovation is about creating something new, something that didn't exist before, something that takes us from 0 to 1. It's about making vertical progress, not just horizontal advancements. Thiel's insights challenge us to rethink our beliefs, to question the conventional wisdom. They invite us to look at the world from a different lens, to see the possibilities that lie beyond the beaten path. And if we are willing to shed these old beliefs, we open ourselves up to a world of new opportunities, a world where we can create and dominate our own markets, a world where we can truly innovate. Breaking free from conventional beliefs is the first step towards becoming a successful monopolist. The journey from 0 to 1 begins with letting go of what you think you know and embracing the possibility of what could be. The road to becoming a successful monopolist is paved with strategic decisions and innovative thinking. This journey, as outlined by venture capitalist Peter Thiel, is not about seizing control of existing markets. Rather, it's about pioneering new ones, where your business is the only game in town. Firstly, gaining a deep understanding of market dynamics is crucial. This means not just recognizing the trends and patterns of today, but also predicting those of tomorrow. It's about identifying gaps, needs, and opportunities that others may not see. It's about understanding the customers, their needs, and how they could change in the future. Next, creating unique value propositions is key. This is the cornerstone of any monopoly. What can your business offer that no one else can? This could be an innovative product, a revolutionary service, or even a novel business model. The key is to provide something so unique and valuable that it cannot be easily replicated or replaced. Leveraging network effects is another vital step. Network effects occur when a product or service becomes more valuable as more people use it. Think of social media platforms or online marketplaces. The more users they have, the more useful they become. This creates a self-reinforcing cycle of growth that can propel a business to monopoly status. It's also important to note that while monopolies often carry negative connotations, they can be a force for good. In the right hands, a monopoly can drive innovation, create jobs, and generate wealth. It can provide stability and predictability in a market and can invest in long-term projects and research that smaller, competitive businesses may not be able to afford. Ultimately, the path to becoming a successful monopolist is not about ruthless competition or unethical practices. It's about vision, innovation, and value creation. It's about seeing the world not as it is, but as it could be, and having the courage to make that vision a reality. Becoming a successful monopolist is not about dominating a market. It's about creating a market that only you can dominate. Monopolies are not just about control. They can be the driving force of innovation and profitability. So often, the word monopoly evokes images of stifled competition and aggressive market dominance. However, this is not the full picture. Monopolies can also be a powerful catalyst for innovation and profitability. Consider this. A monopolistic company, by virtue of its market dominance, can afford to invest heavily in research and development. This can lead to the creation of groundbreaking products or services. A fantastic example is Google. As a dominant force in the search engine market, Google has been able to invest in innovations that have revolutionized how we access and use information. Monopolies also have the potential to create unique, value-driven products and services. When a company has a monopoly, it doesn't need to spend as much time or resources on competition. Instead, it can focus on creating something that is truly unique and valuable. Apple, with its distinctive design and user-friendly interface, is a prime example of a company that has used its monopolistic position to create unique, high-value products. Moreover, monopolistic structures can lead to significant profitability. With fewer competitors, monopolies can set prices that allow for higher profit margins. This profitability can then be reinvested into the company, further fostering innovation. Also, let's not forget about the benefits of economies of scale. Monopolies, due to their large size, can often produce goods and services more efficiently and at lower costs than their smaller competitors. This efficiency can lead to increased profitability and the ability to invest more in innovation. In a nutshell, monopolies can provide the financial resources and the freedom to innovate. They can focus on creating unique, high-value products and services and enjoy the fruits of their innovation in the form of high profit margins. Monopolies, contrary to popular belief, can be the birthplace of innovation and a hotbed for profitability. So, the next time you hear the word monopoly, don't just think about market dominance. Think also about the potential for innovation and profitability. As we conclude our journey from 0 to 1, let's revisit the key takeaways. We've traversed an enlightening path that has reshaped our understanding of business and innovation. Our exploration began with the benefits of monopolies. We've learned that monopolies aren't the villains they're often portrayed to be. Instead, they can be the drivers of innovation, offering a technological edge, network effects, and economies of scale. They push boundaries, challenge norms, and venture into uncharted territories, paving the way for revolutionary advancements. Next, we tackled the need to shed old beliefs. In the pursuit of innovation, we must rid ourselves of traditional thoughts that hinder progress. We must be unafraid to question the status quo and be willing to embrace new ideas, even if they seem unconventional or risky. We then delved into the steps to becoming a successful monopolist. It's about identifying unique opportunities, creating value, and building a product or service that's so distinct it sets you apart from the rest. It's about striving not just for incremental improvements, but for groundbreaking transformations. Finally, we discussed the role of monopolies in fostering innovation and profitability. Monopolies, by their very nature, have the potential to be great innovators. They can invest in long-term research and development, take bigger risks, and drive large-scale changes. They can turn profits into fuel for future innovations, creating a virtuous cycle of growth and advancement. Remember, in the world of business, it's not about going from 1 to N, but rather from 0 to 1. That's where true innovation and success lie.